In here?
You're going to stay away from the band?
Aha! Yeah. We're good, so.
All right. Wait for the action to get going.
What's up?
Just gonna wait for the action to. The 1st and 32 for the Mayfield Wildcats. Back to pass. Oh, middle pass is, no, it's incomplete. Couldn't hang on. Out of the backfield. It's a catch you gotta make.
Michael Hussey's pass intended for Joey Isabella is incomplete.
Michael Hussey, the quarterback today for the Wildcats, number 14. Second and 32 now. Ball at their own 9-yard line. They backed up a lot on this drive. Hussey back to pass. Hands it off now, up the middle. Tackle there. Harry Harris getting in there to make a play.
Jameer Nunley, the ball carrier. Tackle is made by Harris. Ball is at the 15-yard line.
So be aware of this court because you guys are going to have to move with the egg. So if you want to hold this while you're
down
going. So you guys can actually move with the line. If you want to get closer, you can get up to like right at the end there.
Okay, wherever you can see the numbers. Hussey drops back, going deep over the middle. It is intercepted. Brendan O'Donnell takes it out of the air, and now he's going to take it back. Big play for the defense here early.
You guys are actually going to move, so.
We're going to go follow the game action, or?
Yeah, so
okay.
You guys are going to be going along the sideline.
Okay, let's run up there then. Well, they'll be right here. Oh, let me hear it say. Knights will get the football, 1st and 10 from Mayfield 38. Prime field position for Robbie Levack in the offense. All right, we'll start here. Actually, they're going this way, so we'll stay right here.
You guys actually want to get maybe corner pocket.
Levack finds Jones on a screen. Julius trying to get outside, no room.
If you guys want to go to like the 5-yard line, you can go around in the green there.
Okay. Right here, this way. Loss of 1 for Jones on the screen. Levack now in the shotgun. Turns and he is going to take it himself. Up the middle is Robbie Levack. Big game for the senior quarterback all the way up to the 15-yard line. Little read option with Niles Beverly, and he takes it for a big gain up to the 15. Huge play for the Knights offense early. 1st and 10 now. Beverly now lining up as a receiver with Jones next to him. Levack again in the gun, and a flag flies. False start on the Knight offense. That'll back him up.
What's up, Gary? Yeah, get in there. What are you doing?
Okay.
That will move the ball back to the 20-yard line. 1st and 15.
Gary, show me what you're doing.
Oh, I got it. I'm just saying words at this rate. 1st and 15 from the 20.
You guys feel free to get as close as possible without going on the field.
Big chunk play there taken away by a penalty. And we're back in action here at Bolians. Linebacker creeping up. Levack takes the snap. He'll throw. Going deep. He's looking to the end zone, and it is incomplete just over the head of Jordan Jones. 1 minute touchdown for the Knights.
Jordan Jones is incomplete. Jimmy Stephens with the coverage for Mayfield. 2nd down.
Jones had a step, but Robbie just overthrew it by a couple steps. Shotgun again. Niles Beverly now in the game at running back. They'll fake a handoff to him. Levack gonna take it up the middle again. Gain of about 1. Maybe nothing on the play. It'll be 3rd and 15.
Robbie Levac.
Levac tried to recreate the play he had earlier and didn't find any space.
Along with Tyler Tate. Third down and 2. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a Chrysler Town & Country.
More flags fly. Another false start on the night offense. They're getting jumpy up there.
5934.
Back them up to 3rd and 20 now from the 25.
Gray Chrysler Town & Country. License plate number.
Had great field position and they've done almost nothing with it on this drive. It's unfortunate to see for the Knights offense to start.
Your car is running.
Yeah, that's good.
Levac now, he's got to get a big throw. Looking over the middle, he's got a man and it's intercepted. Tried to force it into double coverage, and that's going to bite you when you try and do that. Levac picked off by Mayfield. Nice play from the Mayfield safety. He's trying to get Jones over the middle. Good play there by the Mayfield defense. They pick Robbie right back off. It's this way now. They're going to be moving that way, so we got to follow them. This is where I'm going to need numbers, by the way, on defense, because it's harder for me to see them. And the shotgun. They hand it off up the middle, and tackle there is made. Yep. Number 50, Jeremy Sajowski on the tackle. Nice little play there. Aiden Bell also helping out. And gain of about 4 for the Mayfield offense. Go to where he's at. Follow him. Second and 6 for Mayfield. They're coming off the pick that they threw and a pick that they had as pressure there by Bell. Stepping up in the pocket and Downs get a big sack. Their whole D-line converges with Aiden Bell to make the play. Great play from Bell. He rushed hard off the edge with great speed. Threw a lineman away and got in there. Right. They hand it off 3rd and 8. They try and get the outside and breaking a couple tackles to the outside. I believe he got the first down. So they run the ball on 3rd and 8. A little sweep will get him 9 or 10. Gutsy play call from Mayfield works out. Oh no, they give him 7 yards. So it'll be 4th and 1 for Mayfield. And it looks like they are bringing in the punt team. Quarterback Michael Hussey will stay on the field to punt. See a lot of high school teams use their quarterback as punters, and they're doing the same thing here. Back to return is John Henderson, the only freshman on this varsity roster.
Keep going, though.
Sounds good. Mayfield calls the timeout, so we'll take a little break here in the action right before this punt. Interesting that they punt on 4th and 1. You might think that they would go for it here, but I guess deep in your own territory, you don't want to take any chances. You gave the Knights good field position last time. While they might not have done anything with it, you'd think that they would this time. So John Henderson will go back to his spot deep. Make sure you get the punt returner back here. He's going to get the ball here in a couple seconds. Just make sure you have him. They shuffle up the formation. Now it almost looks like they could throw the ball here if they needed. It would be a deep shotgun, and they do end up punting it. It's a line drive punt. Henderson gets underneath it. Takes it to the sideline up to about the 30-35. Flags fly. It looks like a block in the back maybe on the Knights. Henderson was dancing around looking for room, and he could not find anything even with an illegal block here on Nordonia. And we'll get an exact. It is an illegal block in the back. Usually it's the most common thing you see on the receiving team. On a punt like this, team gets over aggressive, they try and block for their guy, and well, they do it illegally. Keep going, keep going, keep going. You gotta follow him. Don't. Can you get it from here? Huh? It's going to be hard to move up and down the field all night. Just Levac looking outside on a screen for Jones again. Gain of 1, if anything, for Jones.
So things like this, as soon as they get to the 50 on that side, you're going to want to go to the 5 over there. Vice versa over
Okay.
here.
So we, okay.
Jacob.
No.
Dylan, Jacob.
Yeah. We'll get, next time we're buried, we'll go out.
So once they come back here, that 5, once they go that way, they're 5.
Okay. Yep. Hands it off to the outside. Levac really had to run out of the pocket. A lot of pressure. Still got hit and just threw incomplete on 2nd and 5. There is a flag down. And we will look for the refs to make a decision here on what they think the flag is. I did not see anything from my perspective, so I couldn't really tell you at this rate. We'll see what they discuss. And they're going to call grounding on Levac, so that's a loss of down. And they'll lose some yards there. A big one on Robbie. Couldn't get out of the pocket. And now it'll be a long 3rd down from their own 11, 3rd and 17. A tough play to make here. Levac's got to show off that arm strength. Maybe find a deep ball to an outside receiver. Levac does go short and he's incomplete, just a little out in front of Troy Armstrong. That's probably not the throw you want to make on 3rd and 17. So they'll bring in the punt team.
You're coming through great, so.
Levac will stay in here to punt. Sherlock back deep for the Wildcats. Wildcats in their white on green unis, the Knights in the all green, the brand new jerseys for this year. They look, I think, great. Snaps a little high, Levac carries it and misses the punt. It's picked up by a down man. He's got room. Gonna barrel over Levac and Mayfield will score. Touchdown for the Wildcats as Levac's punt came off his foot all wrong. It was picked up by one of the frontmen. Looks like number 48, a linebacker for the Wildcats. He barreled over the punter quarterback, Robbie Levac, and he strikes first here in Bolian Stadium. Wildcats go up 6-0. It's an unfortunate start for the game. You get an interception, you can't move the ball. A couple penalties on a kickoff, a block in the back, intentional grounding, clear offensive drive, and now a bad punt, a couple mistakes that you've got to get cleaned up before this thing continues. To Mayfield now will kick an extra point to make it 7-0. Get 4th and 17 on your own 11 and couldn't get the punt off clean. Never seen anything like that before. That's high school football for you. Here's the snap, hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good, and Mayfield will go up 7-0 on the extra point. Good snap, good hold, and a great kick, lined it right through the uprights. Everything you want to see from a special teams unit. 5:10 to go in the first. As Nordonia now down 7-0 after a couple mishaps, a block at the back, like I said, intentional grounding, and just a miss-hit punt by Robbie Levac. Sometimes the ball just doesn't come off your foot right, and you have a punt that ends up like that. So now Mayfield will kick off to the Knights. Niles Beverly and Julius Jones back deep to return. You want us at the 5 or?
So if you can stay with the line of action, fine. But if like, you're going to move down, just move with it.
I'm just worried about moving down because we got all these football players, you know, to go up and down and back across. So I don't want to, you know, I don't know how disturbing their sideline is.
No, right now you're fine.
Okay.
For now, just move with the ball.
Mayfield will kick off. Looks to his left, now approaches and hits it deep. And no, it's a squib kick, and they're trying to catch the Knights off guard. Beverly picks it up off an awkward bounce, trying to make man miss, and the Purdue commit takes it up to about the 25. One of the only D1 commits we've seen from these Knights so far. Had a couple in these past couple years. You had Denzel Ward, Ty Evans, and now another big one here, Niles Beverly, off to Purdue University when he's graduated from Nordonia. Committed on Twitter this summer. So Robbie Levac will now get his 3rd chance on the offense. Today, let's see if we can figure out this Mayfield defense. And an early flag. And a little confusion here now. As the Knights will move up, it looks to be defensive. It was a 12 men on the field, Mayfield. Sidelines couldn't count, right? The counterman did not do his job. So they'll move up 1st and 5 from the 26. Levac hands off outside. He's got a big lane! Down the sideline is Sal Perrine for a big gain. A huge play for the Knights, and that's exactly what you need to spark your offense. Little brother of famous Knights running back Anthony Perrine ran so many good years for these Knights. And now Sal filling right in where his brother left off. Sal in the backfield again next to Levac. Levac, now he's going to throw over to the sideline. He finds Joel Jones, who gets out of bounds, gain of 4 or 5. Levac in the shotgun, takes the snap. Looking deep, he's got a man open, and again he overthrows Jordan Jones. Jordan continuing to beat this defense over the top, and Robbie just inches away from finding him. That was a touchdown as well. So it's another missed touchdown pass from Robbie Levac. Just seems to be a bit off here early. He did have the big run though, so at least something going right there on the offensive side. 3rd and 5. This is a pretty big 3rd down, I'd say, early. Down 7 already, your offense hasn't moved well. This is probably something you need to get as a flag flies, and it's going to be offensive. More mistakes for the Knight offense. It's a legal procedure. And they continue to just kick them or shoot themselves in the foot, really. Mayfield doesn't even have to stop them. They're stopping themselves at this rate. So Levac 3rd and 10 now from the Mayfield 48. Handoff to Sal Perrine up the middle. Gain of maybe nothing. Maybe even lost a yard. No room. Mayfield defense has been stout so far early. That combined with the penalties, and you got nowhere to go on offense. And they'll keep the offense on the field without even breaking a sweat. They stay right out there. Robbie not going to skip a beat. Try and throw here on 4th and 10 from the 48. 4:10 to go in the 1st quarter. Be a 4-man rush with a blitz, and Levac does end up punting. That's going to be a pretty nice punt if it stays in, and it won't. It'll go into the end zone, automatic touchback. So that's the kind of things you can do when you keep your offense out on the field. Your quarterback is your punter. You can trick the defense into thinking you're going to run a play. They sure tricked me. And Levac dropped back and ended up punting that ball into the end zone.
Move to the 10 there.
And we got Coach Jeff Fox now on the sideline. He's going to be yelling at a ref. He's not happy over here on our sideline right to my left. Pass outside, and good blocks on the screen, breaking a couple tackles, and now wrapped up by a whole host of Nordonia Knights led by Brendan O'Donnell. A lot of green jerseys there to meet the Mayfield defender. He got one initial block, and then the Knights converged. Second and 8 now for Hussey in the Mayfield offense. Hussey in the shotgun, running back to his right, and he drops back, two-step drop, quick pass, and it's dropped on the outside. Heard the footsteps of Beverly and couldn't hang on, and Beverly is sure going to let him know about it. Niles telling him all about how he dropped the pass. It's good to see the trash talk here early in Booleans. Beverly and 6 there for Mayfield having a good battle on the outside, and it's interesting to watch. Hussey again in the gun, running back to his right. 3-step drop, steps, fires over the middle, knocked away, great play. I believe that was Cody Pastino, and it was diving in to deflect the pass. He's mad he didn't pick it. I think it was a great play regardless. Great play by Pastino. That's what you like to see from your defense. The Knight defense, both defenses really playing very well. The only touchdown was that mishandled punt by Levac. Just an unfortunate return, but both defenses sure doing a good job. John Henderson again back deep. Like I said, only freshman on this varsity roster. He's making the most of his opportunity here on these punt returns. Hussey will punt, and they almost get to it. Niles off the edge had almost gotten a piece of it. And the punt will travel inside the 20. A pretty big punt from Hussey. That was almost a huge play from the Knights special teams. They had missed that punt block by inches. They down it at the 33, so not horrible field position for the Knights offense. They have had one big run by Sal Perrine and one big run by Rob Levac, and outside of that have not found success on this offense. And they need to on this drive, down 7 with 3 to go in the first. Henderson now lines up as a wide receiver. He's all the way wide. Hand it off to Sal Perrine. A big lane again for Perrine. Perrine up the middle, won't go down easy. Continuing to run. 35. 30 for Perrine, and down at the 23-yard line. Looking just like his big brother Anthony here in Bulliant Stadium, Sal Perrine. Making people miss tackles. All were a big one. Running game getting going early here for the Knights. Now a handoff to Beverly. Niles looking to the outside. He's got room. If he can just get to the outside, he does. 20, 10, 5, touchdown! Nordonia Knights. It's Niles Beverly on a 24-yard run. That's what you like to see. Got the outside and outran the rest of that defense, and he will score. Celebrate with his teammates. O-lineman gave him the blocks he needed, and Niles did the rest. Knights have a chance to tie it up. Evan Weehe's kick could tie it here at 7. 2:32 to go in the first. The Knights down by a point, but they're an extra point away from the tie. Moving on the whole snap, the hold is down. Weehe's kick up and good. Absolutely hammered that kick way deep. So the Knights tie it. Good kick from Weehe. Better run by Niles Beverly has the Knights tied at 7 now with the Mayfield Wildcats. After the touchdown, Evan Weehee going to come in and kick for the Knights. Thank you. Knights student section, the best in the country, getting into it here at Holyhead Stadium. You'll love to see it. The best student section in the world. Don't let anyone tell you different. We get hype here at Nordonia. The red, white, and blue out here on this beautiful September 7th. Catch is made in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Or 2:32 to go. Mayfield now back on offense. Quarterback Michael Hussey will get his back in action. Run to the outside for Mayfield, and a bunch of Knights will combine on the tackle. Gain of 1 or 2. Colin Flynn leading the way for the Knights on defense there. Senior linebacker makes the tackle. .205 now to go in the first after a 1-yard run by Mayfield. And the defense chances are starting. Hussey again, a handoff, trying to go up the middle, nowhere to go. Third and 9 now. Knights defense is playing a heck of a game here in this first quarter. You'd love to see it. Hussey in the shotgun. 2 in the backfield next to him, and he's going to get a new play from his sideline. Telling his offensive lineman what the call is. He's got 2 in the backfield with him. He'll turn and give it to a running back to the outside. He's got some room. If he's got speed to the sideline, he'll get the first, and he's not able to get there. And it looks like he did get enough. Ball in the 38 now for Mayfield as they move up. 1:09 to go. Student section is riled up here early. 1st and 10 from the 38 for Mayfield. Another handoff. They continue to just pound the football. And up the middle, maybe gain of 3. Ends up as a gain of 6. Ball goes to the 46-yard line. Time taking away here in the first quarter. Hussey again, 2 in the backfield. 34 seconds to go in the first. Another run. Trying to get to the outside, and a heck of a tackle from Jacob Kraus. And Ryan Lee knocked down the big running back in his tracks. Gain of 3. Third and 3, and a big one here early. 10 to go in the first. Time ticking away. Hussey looking to get the snap off here before the whistle blows to end the quarter. And they might just let it go. They do. We're ended the first here. Your score is brought to you by Best Buy. It is Nordonia Knights 7, Mayfield Wildcats 7. They put 12 on the clock as the teams will switch sides and we get ready to go. Before the teams get back on the field, I'd like to thank some of our sponsors, Creative Bath Systems, Sohar's All-Season Mower Service, and Jackson Comfort. We thank you. So Mayfield offense switches sides, 3rd and 3 ball on their own 45, right next to plus territory. You really like to see a stop from the night defense. They played so well all night. When you really think about it, they've given up 0 points. Through a wide step to his right, and he hands it off to him. And they get there quickly. It's going to be close. Depends on the spot. A couple nights were there leading the way. Colin McConaughey, big lineman, got there, and they say 4th and 1. So the Wildcats have a decision to make. Do you punt, or do you try and pound it right up the middle? They got a couple talented backs back there who have broken off some big runs when they have had the chance. Trying to draw them off the hard count is Knights stand tall. And Hussey now trying to figure out what the plan is here. Talking to his coaches on the sideline, and a flag is thrown. I believe it was delay a game. It is. That'll back him up 5 yards. That might make the decision a whole lot easier. Now you're definitely punting. Took too much time talking to his coach, didn't pay attention to the play clock, and that's what happens. You lose 5 yards. You can't do that, Chance. Now running through the stands. One of my favorites. John Henderson back deep again. Michael Hussey in pump formation. Let's see if they send a rush off the edge, try and block it again. They do, but not as close as it was last time. Henderson trying to track it. It will bounce, and it will go all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Henderson just let it bounce, didn't want to risk a return. The Knight offense will take over. 11:05 to go in the second. They'll get it 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Levac going to try and lead another touchdown drive here. He steps back, 3-step drop. Looks outside on a screen. It's caught by Perrine. Sal Perrine breaking tackles. Gets to the sideline out at the 50-yard line. Another big run from Perrine. And the sophomore running back having himself a day here early. It's great to see a sophomore really take over this offense, as it looks bright at the running back. So 1st and 10 now from the 50. Big run there, 30 yards. They go to Perrine again, and he just continues to burst up the middle. Hurst is pretty good from through that line of scrimmage pretty quick, and he got 9 yards. So ball moves to the 41-yard line. A bunch formation now for the Knights. They bunch all their receivers to the same side. Levac, he takes it himself, breaks it field, so now a spin, continuing to fight and will get the first down. Robbie Levac's running the ball pretty well, showing off the athleticism. Multi-sport athlete at Nordonia High School, not just the quarterback. Levac, Perrine behind him. He will take a drop and look to we just liked, and he'll continue to fight. Robbie Levac is breaking tackles. He is not going down easy. Got maybe 9. Second and 1 from the 33, so they did get 9. So just a yard away from the first down with Perrine. No, they passed. 3-step drop. Levac gonna take it himself, and he'll get the first again. Maybe hit a little late, and no flags. Big thanks to Offix Masks and Carina Motors as they help sponsor our Nordonia Nights. As well as Nordonia Hills News, we thank them. .8:41 to go. We're on a Mayfield timeout. It's 3rd and 12 from the 35-yard line. Not only does this give Mayfield time to figure things out, it gives Coach Jeff Fox time to figure out what play he wants to run on the offensive side. Every time I've tried to guess, I'm wrong, so I'm not. Throw it is! Caught by. Oh, but it needed to be low, so the corner had no play on it. Jones was the only one coming up with it, and Julius Smith. Ball at the 15, a big gain there for the night offense. That's Robbie's best. It didn't look good at first. Robbie, on a read option, takes it himself. Moving the pile down to the 1. Maybe at the half-yard line, so it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll have to go a yard at. Ball is technically spotted at the 1, but maybe a little closer to the end zone than the 1-yard line. Levac takes the snap. It's a little option play to Perrine, and Sal Perrine is in for the night touchdown. Both starting running backs have now. Levac commands another touchdown drive. Knights go up 14-7. Well, most likely 7. We still have senior kick. Pretty good with these extra points. So, but didn't jinx him. One can only hope. Levac on the hold. Kick is up and through from Weehee, so it is definitely 14 as he scores it past the scoreboard. 61 to go in the second quarter for the Knights. Of course, they can continue to put up a lot of points. Didn't give up a lot either, and that seems to be the theme here early. Their offense and defense both strong to start the season. Last game in the non-conference schedule for Nordonia is the Mayfield Wildcats. Next week they'll travel to Wadsworth, Ohio to play the Grizzlies. Evan Weehee will come in to kick 2 deep for the Wildcats.
Your extra point.
Weehee has blasted the ball through the end zone the past couple of times. I would expect him to do the same here. really think you want to force a return, might as well just give him the ball at the 20, but we'll see what Weehee decides to do. Looks to his right and his left. He now approaches and he boots it. He does squib the ball and risk of going out of bounds, and it will. That's a big penalty. It's going to be illegal procedure on the night, so to move the ball up to the 40. You can't kick the ball out of bounds on a kickoff. And Evan Weehee knows that. You know he can't be happy with himself. They're going this way, so we just got to make sure that if they get a lot of yards, we got to follow them down this way. The ball moves up to, I believe, the 40-yard line after the kick out of bounds by Evan Weehee. Took a risk and tried to squib it. Ball moves up to the 35. I wasn't quite sure what the rule. There's a legal procedure. Kick out of bounds is the call, obviously, on 81. That's Evan Weehee. When you kick the ball like that, you have the risk of doing that, and I think the coaching staff knows that, and everybody knows that. But you also have the risk of, the return men taking a bad bounce on it, the ball falling inside the 10, you making a nice tackle. So it's risk reward, and there it just didn't work out. Defense chance out here. Now on the field as making a cut is the Mayfield running back. One or two. Gain of 2. Okay. Hand off there, and again, just this minimal gain. Third and 5 from the 40 for Michael Hussey in the Mayfield offense. He drops back to pass, looks outside. It's a short little dump-off pass. Tackle is made by Vince Varner. A first down, though, for the Wildcats, but a good tackle to keep him from getting anything more. These linebackers for the Knights are flying around the field. You got Flynn, Bell, and their Varner. They've made some plays here early. He takes the snap, going to throw again. Lobbing it over the middle, and it is caught high by his running back, making a man miss, and Beverly knocked the football out of his hands. But Mayfield jumps right back on it. A big hit from Niles Beverly coming over from his corner spot to make a hit. Unfortunately, they fell right back on it. Substitution made there. Pastino checking back into the game as they bring an extra DB on. Second and 5 at the 48. Handoff outside. Knights converge. Leading the way, Dorian Nichols on the tackle. Harry Harris in there as well. I believe a gain of nothing. No, they get 3. Third and 2 for Mayfield. 4:27 left in the second quarter. Third, quickly tackled by Jones and with help from Brendan O'Donnell, but it's a first down for Mayfield. As they get a nice little 10-yard gain to the outside. Ball now at the Nordonia 40. Mayfield gets into plus territory. Hussey takes the snap, turns and hands it off. Running to the outside, and not a lot of room for Mayfield. I'm hearing Hunter Clayton made the play there. Hunter Brooks, excuse me. And I'll call it 2nd and 10 at the 40 again, so no gain on the run. Stepping up now is Hussey, gets to the outside. He's showing the speed to the outside, thrown out of bounds hard by Nichols, and they might flag him for that. That might be unnecessary roughness on Dorian Nichols. It looks like Hussey was heading out of bounds and Nichols pushed him, and that's going to be 15 and an automatic first down. It is a personal foul. It's going to be on 58 most likely. They don't say numbers here, but if you had to guess, that would be who you'd guess.
Yeah, that was good.
He takes the snap, turns, hands off again, running up the middle, looking for room, and a bunch of Knights there to make the play. I think Nichols led the way. He did. He made the play on the play previous on the flag, and we have a Mayfield player down. 62 for the Mayfield Wildcats. They are getting him up, though. He wasn't down for very long, as looks like it's in the left leg. He'll limp off, favoring that left side of his body. Don't know if that's in the knee, the ankle, somewhere up higher, but he's definitely limping. Good to see him get up very quick. He only went down for a little bit, so you would assume it's not that serious. Go forward. 2nd and 7 at the 12 for Mayfield. Good there to see Dorian Nichols get in there after the flag and make a play on the ball. You know, he's been moving around. He's made a lot of plays. Another one of those linebackers we talked about.
2nd down and 7 at the 12-yard line.
That's how you get your coach's attention back. You make a bad play or make a mistake and make the play right after. Hussey, play fake, looking end zone, and incomplete. There was nobody there. And I hear coaches on the Knights sideline want grounding, but they say receiver was in the area. It looks like he was either knocked down or had fallen down. Hussey thought the man was going to be there in the end zone, and he ended up not being able to make it. No flags were thrown or anything, so everything completely legal for the Knight defense there. 2:52 left to go in the half. 14-7 Knights, 3rd and 7 for Mayfield. Ball at the 12-yard line. And they're at Hussey. Play fake, dump off, passes, drop, and I'd say a pretty nice throw from Michael Hussey. But his receiver couldn't make the play. They've had a couple of drops here early. Those are just those mistakes will come back to haunt you. Those are the catches you have to make. That was easily a first down for Mayfield. And I believe they're going to bring in the field goal team. They're going to attempt the 22-yard field goal to make it 14-10. So the Knights would still have the lead regardless of what happens here, but could cut into it and make it a 4-point game. Charlie Steyer is the Mayfield kicker. Adam Jablonski on the hold for Mayfield. There's a snap, hold is down, the kick is up, and it is no good, wide left. So the Knights defense ends up holding. They'll keep their touchdown lead with 2:43 to go. And they'll get the ball at their own 12. Am I supposed to say something? I don't.
Nordonia.
Okay.
If there's ever a pause, you could just do a little review, like a sideline review.
Okay. I probably would read off some of these. If you just let me know, and I'll read some of these off. I got a couple left here.
After this assumed touchdown.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He moved the ball, looks like up to the 20 after the missed field goal. Sal Perrine to Robbie Levak's right. He's in the shotgun again. They run a lot of shotgun offense, it seems. 4 receivers and Perrine are the offensive weapons for him. And he drops back, 3-step drop, looking deep. He's got a man, and he again overthrows Jordan Jones. That's 3 in a row intended for Jordan Jones. He's got to step on that corner every single time. And Levak's passes are inches away every time. It's unfortunate to see. I think Jones could have had 3 touchdown catches. And you know, both Levak and Jones are very frustrated about that. That was a well-run route. Probably great vision to see it, just couldn't get the ball where it needed to be. Handoff now to Perrine. He lowers his head, and the Mayfield defense, they bring about 4 or 5 guys in to bring him down. Did not get the block he was looking there for from Noah Hensley. And even if he had made the block, there was 3 other defenders there in the way. 3rd and 10 from the 20. Time ticking away here in the first half. Four wide again, with Perrine again in the backfield. Now to Levak's right. Levak, 3-step drop, looking deep. He's got Julius Jones deep, and Julius makes the play. So he can hit Jordan's brother, but he can't seem to hit Jordan deep. At least he's finding somebody deep down the field. Good throw there to Julius Jones. Put it exactly where it needed to be. Laid it into the basket over the corner. 1:54 to go now. 1st and 10. Knight offense has got to hurry. Ball at the ball at their own 45. Levak turns, and it is a handoff to Beverly. Beverly trying to get the sideline. He will get out of bounds. Gain of about 4. So they take just 5 more seconds off the clock. Not a huge waste of time. Ball moves up to the 50-yard line. So right on midfield with 1:49 to go. Second and 5 from the 50. The Knights trying to get another touchdown on the board. Levak has led 2 touchdown drives. Will this be the 3rd? He's got Beverly to his right. 4 receivers line up. Turns and hands off to him again. Beverly looking outside. Fighting his way, and I think he got the first down. He knocked down the first down marker. What's up? Where's my sack, Gabe?
What?
Where's my sack?
What?
You didn't give me a sack yet.
Who's doing stats? You see me crossing down the field? Hey, I'm not gonna run for states this year.
I like it. Levak, big lane outside. Robbie showing off the wheels. One go down easy. Robbie Levak will score. It's a late touchdown. Who would have thought that would have been the biggest play all day? Look at this, showing off the speed. I'm not sure anybody knew he had that. Here's Evan Weehee again. He's 2 for 2 to start his day, and he will be 3 for 3. 21-7 Nordonia Knights with 1:31 to go. And the fans are into it. They are ready to go. For this kickoff, give a shout out to more of our sponsors. We'd like to thank Nancy Trube of Remax Traditions and Teresa Walters of eXp Realty. We thank you for your sponsor. 1:31 to go, 21-7 Knights. They all still have 3 timeouts, so realistically they could get this ball back and go score again before halftime. They also, I believe, get the ball to start the second half. So they could realistically go up by 3 touchdowns and get the ball back if the Cards.
So after the half ends, you can do anything you have to do, and then you could end it off right after you got it on and cut it, and then we'll start up again after half ends.
Okay. And Milwaukee has it teed up. He's going to send his ball rushers out to their respective spots on the field, and Milwaukee will back up. Getting into position now. Again, Mayfield has 2 deep. Going to try and put that last kick that went out of bounds behind him. I would expect him to sky this one. And nope, puts it in the same spot he did last time, except a much better bounce. If you're Mayfield, you might want to let that bounce out of bounds again. But instead, they're tackled at the 15. That's 42. Nick Peters getting down there. Hell of a play from Peters. So Mayfield gets it at their 15. That's a great start for this Knights team onto this drive. If their defense can be stouter, they really could get that ball back. Still 1:27 to go and 3 timeouts. You'd expect them to use those timeouts quickly if they get to throw here. So we'll see what Hussey's arm looks like a lot here on this drive. He almost fumbled the snap. He takes it up the middle, and he slides down after a gain of 2. Gives it to the ref quickly and trying to get his team back into position. Mayfield only 1 timeout left, so they really do have to hurry. Running line of no huddle, and now he's wondering what the holdup is. And Nordonia uses their first timeout. Smart decision there. Mayfield only got a yard. And they're going to try and save as much time as they can for their own drive if they were to get one. Yeah. I got 5 left. Big thank you to Community Focus, formerly Cable 9, they're the local TV station out here, as well as Swamper Design Company. We thank you. I got 3 left, so the next time out, if there is one, I'll bust out. He turns off. Was taken down. I'd say gain of field, and I would expect a timeout. Oh, he got actually got 8 yards, and the man down for Nordonia. That's 22. Varner ground. Not a good sign for the Knights. One of their talented linebackers is down with 53 seconds to go. The good news for the Knights, they don't have to waste the timeout. The bad news, one of their starting linebackers downfield with an injury. He didn't grab at anything. Don't know what the injury is, but he is laying on the ground and has no movement.
Well, that's all, folks.
Your phone die?
Yeah, he's phone died.